drop down to nothing. I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just having a quick look at the Davanti Terratoura all-terrain tyres that are fitted to our Land Cruiser. They've been on the vehicle now since September. Davanti sent us a set to try, and I was going to Morocco, and because I didn't know whether they'd have a good enough sidewall for the job we need, I actually got them to send me 6 of them. So I had 4 on the vehicle, 1 in spare and 1 on the roof. In fact, in the end I didn't actually take the 6th one with me, but I had it, which is it's one of those things I always think, if you've got it with you, you don't need it. If you haven't got it with you, you do. So 12,000 miles in, I've just been to RCM at York to see Richard, check the vehicle over, because on Thursday I'm back out to Spain for a fortnight, and we always like to check the vehicle over, make sure everything's okay. So the tyre's got a good inspection, inside and outside for any cuts or bruises. We'll have a look at the depth. What we got? We're showing 10 mil. Do that again. Between 9 and 10 mil in 12,000 miles. I'd probably actually go for closer to 9, to be fair. Yeah, 9 on the back, and we might as well do all 4 of them. Nine, just over 9. Yep, 9 again. So in 12,000 miles, what we lost. So here's a brand new one. Here's one we made earlier. Ten. Yeah, 10 mil. We've lost 1 mil in 12,000 miles. Well, I think that's quite amazing. Here's your difference, because one of the things you're going to ask me is what's the difference in the £70 per tyre between a BF Goodrich KO2, because that tyre there on the left is £70 dearer than that tyre per corner. Well, what's the difference? Well, if that one on the right is 10 mil, you got 2 mil to start with on the tread depth on the KO2. You've got steel belted sidewalls on the KO2, and this particular size of Davanti all-terrain Terratoura has got 10 ply sidewalls, which 10 ply is van ply. It's about as tough as you can get without being steel belted. I was worried about that, very worried about it, but I've got to say I've had more nicks and cuts in the side of the KO2s in the 12,000 miles that the KO2s have been on in the past than I have with the Davantis. So I don't know, it's a difficult one. I've always been a massive BF Goodrich fan, and I still am. I love the look of the tyre. I think, you know, it's a marginally better looking tyre than the Davanti. You know, the sidewall grips. You know, there's a few things. There's a reason everybody buys BF Goodrich, and probably the first one is the look of the tyre. Second one's the brand name. Very good and well branded, Bargiar and everything, Desert Racing, and the third one, you know, if anybody knows what they're talking about, is the sidewalls. So for a British company, I know the Davantis are made in China, but a British company no less, to be producing a tyre that's £70 a corner cheaper and doing the job, what can you say? I'm a tight Yorkshireman. That £70 is better in my pocket, or £280 is better in my pocket, so that's nearly a tyre and a half cheaper to buy the Davantis than it is to buy the BFGs. Now I expected, when you're in use with the tyre, to then have some things where the Chinese tyres tend to be a bit hard and compound, so you don't have as good a grip. I've not had that. I've had experience on a roundabout in France where one of my customers lost his Ford Ranger with brand new BFGs on, and he came on the radio. He says, did you have a slide down? And I didn't know what he was talking about. I've done snow, I've done mud, I've done corrugations, I've done sand. I've been there, done it with them, and I'm finding it very difficult to tell you any negatives. And there is always some negatives. The big negative is that Davanti don't make the all-terrain tyre with 10 ply in all the tyres, in all the sizes. So you need to check that, and it might not matter to you for what you're going to use the tyre for. It could quite easily not be of any consequence whatsoever. But for me, who goes quite extreme, the sidewalls, very, very important, and I'd rather have 10 ply. I have chatted to them about this, and they've got a mud tyre coming out shortly, and I hope in the future they actually go to 10 ply in all of them. So that's my negative. They don't look obviously quite as attractive as the BFG. They haven't got a BFG's name, but I think for £70 a corner, we're all going to live with that one. And why did I go for them? The reason I accepted the challenge from Davanti, because I've got to say, I didn't pay for these tyres, they sent me them, and I don't want to be, or I am not beholden to anybody. If they send me something and I think it's rubbish, I'll tell you. I think the main reason I was keen to try them was because I get a lot of customers who I recommend BFG Goodrich KO2s because they are the best on the market, and then they turn up on a general grabber, all-terrain or something like that, which I think is rubbish, or a Goodyear Wrangler which has got sidewalls of cheese. It's too late then. They've arrived on your trek and they've got a vehicle that's potentially going to let them down. So I've tried the Davantis, and I've got to say that on our vehicles we will run Davantis and we will run BFG. We'll run them both, and I'm looking forward to going to Spain next week. We're going from Granada back up to Pamplona through the Badlands again in winter. I'm home for a fortnight, and then hopefully we'll be into some snow in Galicia the week after. So there's my thoughts on the Davanti. If you've got any questions whatsoever, hit me with them, and I'll try and answer them honestly. Thank you for listening and watching. Bye.